Welcome to the DrillFlo tutorial series. In this video, we'll walk through creating your first drill, from starting a new document to setting up your opening set and playing back your work. This tutorial will show you the basics to get started with DrillFlo. Let's start by creating a new document. From the DrillFlo dashboard, click New Design. After creating the new design, you'll be brought to the DrillFlo field editor. In the center, you'll see the performance field. On the left, you'll see the mode selection panel. This lets you choose between panning, selecting, painting, and more. At the bottom is the drill timeline, which lets you manage pages, counts, and tempo. Along the top is your main toolbar for selecting tools, adding pages, and controlling playback. Let's add performers to our drill. To do this, from the top toolbar, click on Performers. Then again, click the Performer menu. In the Performer menu, you can add, update, or remove performers from your drill. You can add performers in bulk by giving a number of performers to add and the label to assign to the performers. You may choose any letter to represent the instrument you want to add. For now, let's add 30 performers with the X label to represent generic performers. Now, we can close out of the Performer menu. Now we can make sure our field is set up for our drill design document. From the top toolbar, you can select Project, and then you can choose Field Settings. This will open the Field Settings menu where you can make adjustments to the layout you are working with. We will update our hash marks to better reflect the field that we are working with. Now let's set up the opening set. From the Mode menu on the left, click on the Selection Mode button. You can also use the number 2 key on your keyboard to switch to this mode. In the Selection mode, you can select and move performers. Click and drag across performers to select them. You can also click on an individual performer. With performers selected, you can adjust their position and staging on the field by clicking and dragging or using the layout tools on the right side of the screen. We are going to rotate the performers with the Rotate tool. Clicking on these buttons rotates the selected performer by 45 degrees. When moving performers around, it's important to be aware of the Snap to Grid settings you have selected. This allows you to lock your movements to either full or half steps on the drill grid. For now, we are going to turn off Snap to Grid to be able to freely move our performers around the field without any snapping. When performers are selected, a spacing tool pop-up appears at the bottom of the screen. With this spacing tool, you can apply spacing evenly across the selected performers. We can click on the selected performers and drag them to anywhere on the page to stage them. We can also use the Draw mode to create a more interesting curve or shape. Click the Draw tool on the left menu with performers selected. You can also use the number 3 key on your keyboard while performers are selected. In Draw mode, you can either draw a path or draw a shape. Use the menu on the right side of the screen while in Draw mode to choose. Let's draw a curve with the performers selected. To draw a curve, you will click on your starting point and drag your computer mouse to paint the curve across the field. Release your clicked mouse to end the curve painting. This will distribute your selected performers evenly across the curve. To create movement and time, we need to add a new page to our drill. Click the Add Page button in the drill timeline at the bottom of your screen. With the new page selected, we can adjust the counts and tempo for this page using the tools at the top of the screen. Let's update our tempo and change the counts for this page. These values determine the counts and tempo to move to this page from the last page. Now, using some of the skills we just learned, let's move our performers around the page. Using the layout tools on the right, we can align our performers to the vertical center and apply a spacing to evenly distribute them again. We can choose to show movement arrows using the right-hand menu to show us the pathways that performers will take from their last position to their new position. This can be useful to check for overlapping pathways or to understand how the performers will move. Continue to adjust your new page to your desire to create movement with your performers in the drill. When you are ready to observe the movement of your performers, click a starting point on the timeline. We will select the opening set to see how our performers move from the first page to the next page. Click the play button on the timeline or use the spacebar to play from the selected point. You will see your performers moving from one page to another. Continue to adjust your pages and performers as needed. That's it. You've just created your first drill in DrillFlo. Continue in our series to learn how to add and sync audio files with your drill, create more complex forms, and more.